Today, scientists have no doubt in stating that the mind determines the health and structure of the brain, not the other way around. It's not the brain that determines a sound mind, but rather the mind that shapes a healthy brain. Therefore, it is crucial for us to understand more about this extraordinary organ that is our brain. Your brain, my dear, is a wonderful creation of God, as neurologists affirm. The relationship between the brain and behavior is clear. Toxic thoughts, those negative thoughts that cause discomfort, sadness, and despair, can paralyze us with fear and discouragement. In contrast, healthy thoughts, such as love and joy, promote a healthy brain. When the Bible says that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind, it means that humans are meant to live in an environment of love, not fear. According to Dr. Bruce Lipton, a renowned scientist who has made significant advances in the relationship between the brain and thought, only 2% of the human population suffers from genetic disorders. This means that 98% of us have a genetic code capable of happiness, health, success, and victory. Therefore, many illnesses that affect most people originate from the mind, feelings, and lifestyle we express. Our decisions undoubtedly influence our physical and mental health. To have a healthy, balanced, and happy life, we need to understand that our mind is the primary factor. The human mind reaches its full potential when encouraged and loved from childhood. Children who are praised and encouraged to believe in their intelligence develop more fully. So praise your children, tell them how smart they are, and encourage them to believe in themselves. The mind is a powerful, dream-fulfilling machine and creates our reality. Our thoughts and feelings influence our vibration and, consequently, the situations we attract. Thoughts of fear, sadness, and anger are creations of our imagination, illusions that do not exist in reality. When we feel fear, for example, it's an idea we create, but which has no real substance. If we start vibrating with this illusion, we create situations that bring us more fear. Self-confidence is crucial. If we don't trust ourselves, it's hard to trust others. When we are blinded by fear, we don't see our own potential or that of others. Feeling fear should be a signal for us to reflect and intelligently act on the message it brings. Emotions like anger have a positive aspect. They are messengers that drive us to act and achieve. Anger can be transformed into a driving force to accomplish positive things. Our emotions are messengers telling us something about ourselves. When we face negative emotions, we should understand that they are messages from our unconscious mind, bringing up aspects we need to address. When we cling to these negative emotions and internalize them, we lose sight of the fact that they are just messages, not our reality. Often we cling to these negative emotions because they offer us a secondary gain. For example, someone who is extremely fearful may avoid risks and consequently avoid possible disappointments. Similarly, anger can be an energy that drives us to act, but we need to direct it properly. Gratitude is a powerful emotion that connects us with the universe's abundance. We should be grateful not only for the good things that happen to us, but also for challenges, as they bring important lessons. When we can be grateful for the lessons, we transform negative situations into opportunities for growth. Success depends more on us than anything else. God has already given us all the tools, and it's up to us to program our minds to achieve our goals. What we tell ourselves and others, especially. Therefore, be mindful of what you say, what you think, and the people you associate with. Your words and thoughts shape your reality, and you have the power to create a fulfilling and abundant life. Success is not just defined by cognitive ability, but also by emotional intelligence. When we talk about mind programming, we're not just referring to the cognitive or the brain, but primarily to emotions. Success depends as much on emotional intelligence as cognitive intelligence. On average, only 20% of, for example, we all know that physical exercise is good for health, provided there are no medical restrictions. However, not everyone exercises regularly, even though they know its benefits. Knowing what's best for us is a cognitive skill, but doing what's best requires emotional skills. A person may know what's right, but between knowing and doing, emotional intelligence is lacking. Consider a person who smokes. They know smoking is harmful to health and that they need to be present for their children and meet their wife's needs. They know this cognitively but lack emotional intelligence to act on this knowledge. While cognitive intelligence can be lost in accidents, strokes, or diseases like Alzheimer's, emotional intelligence can vary depending on the stimuli we receive. It can increase or decrease depending on the environment and experiences we undergo. The mind is shaped by repetitive stimuli and the intimacy environment we create. If a parent tells a child they can be anything, whether a clown or a businessman, and provide support, that child can grow believing in their potential and become successful. However, when we give intimacy to people with different values than ours, they can subtly influence our mindset. Over time, we may begin to think like them. We only realize this change when we face difficulties or moments of pain that make us wake up. Changing the mind is crucial to achieving success and realizing our dreams. You can have many dreams, but only those for which you have prepared mentally and emotionally will be fulfilled. When facing major challenges, our brain seeks references from the past to give us legitimacy. In situations of marriage or professional achievement, mindset is crucial. Achieving professionally and doing what God has put into you are fundamental, but wrong influences can hide these gifts. The mind can be a powerful weapon that enslaves us or strengthens us. It is essential to learn to use the power of the mind wisely. Expanding the mind is essential to face life's adversities and seize opportunities. Some people grow through difficulties while others become bitter and suffer continually. The difference lies in the mindset. People with an open mind learn from circumstances and grow, making a difference in the world. The first lesson to expand the mind is to continually learn. We must study and develop our skills constantly. An expansive mind is always evolving, seeking new knowledge. Don't settle for what you already know. There is always something new to learn. Continuous learning keeps the brain healthy and increases our ability to solve unprecedented problems. The second lesson is to listen with intentionality. Listening attentively and focused is an act of humility. We must be open to learning from everyone, including simple people. Listening with intentionality means being attentive to what the other has to say, always seeking to understand and learn. Mentors and experienced people can help us cut paths and avoid mistakes. The third and most important lesson is to put God first. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Starting on the right path is essential to achieve a life of victory, wisdom, joy, and prosperity. Many people start on the wrong path and never turn back. Pride must be swallowed, and we must follow the right path, doing everything for the glory of God. In summary, success depends on a combination of cognitive and emotional intelligence. We must continually learn, listen with intentionality, and put God first to live a full and meaningful life. Finding the right path matters. There are paths that seem straight to human eyes, but in the end they reveal trails of death and disillusionment. It's crucial to prioritize correctly. If you don't put God first, disappointments will abound. I say this because some think they can prioritize God only in salvation. In professional life, for instance, many relegate God to second place, or worse, nowhere at all. Who said you can do as you please in marriage? How can someone be happy with all the world's money yet have children entangled in serious issues like drugs or prostitution? The truth is, no one is truly happy like that. The principle is clear. Either God is the priority in your life, or failure will emerge in some area. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. The value of life isn't in the days we live, but in what we do with them. It's true, we all have flaws. We're human. We're sinners. But one thing is certain. To be blessed, you must genuinely give God first place. If God isn't first in your life, things will inevitably go wrong because what you love and place first in your heart is what draws you. Many are drawn by money and live for it, which enslaves them. There are so many wealthy people with shattered families. Their lives aren't complete or fulfilling. Truly wise people understand internal qualities. What good is it for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul? An expanded mind must obey three fundamental principles: continual learning, intentional listening, and putting God first. Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." Amen. When we speak of faith, we speak of our supreme connection with the power of creation. A man without faith is lost in his own loneliness, far from who he truly is. Speaking of faith means speaking of our connection with God. How can we have faith in God if we lose faith in ourselves and in humanity? Today, more than ever, we need to reclaim our mental power, this magnificent tool God gave us to attract the good we desire, to realize our dreams. When we achieve our dreams, we're not alone. They're shared with all humanity. When we have a dream in our soul and start doubting or placing obstacles, we undermine our own strength and creative faith. Our prayers shouldn't be of supplication and doubt, but of elevation, enchantment, and gratitude. When we awaken to the unfathomable power of our mind to create our reality, we become partners with God as co-creators. We establish not blind faith, but convicted faith, capable of facing any obstacle. We know that the stones in our path are signs leading us to God's perfection. We may feel pain, but we don't suffer continually because we understand that pain is a call to grow and move forward. The human mind is extraordinary. It's what makes us akin to God. It's not the body, but our ability to think and decide that defines us. We have a gold mine within us, a capacity to transform society and our own lives. Mindset makes all the difference. People who reflect on themselves and the world around them can progress. An advanced mindset combines self-awareness and understanding of the environment we live in. To progress, we need to invest in mindset change. Albert Einstein said thinking is hard work, which is why few do it. Good ideas don't come without effort. They demand hard work, perspiration, and inspiration. We must be men of action and thought, translating our ideas into meaningful actions. Mindset change isn't easy, but it's an investment worth making. Start today to pursue an advanced mindset. Read, study, expose yourself to teaching that stimulates your creativity and passion. Be prepared to deal with the world and its adversities. Every thought has the potential to become something great. Decide to be a thinker who turns ideas into reality.